Let me tell you something, most men never grasp something that separates warriors from the wounded. There will come a time when a woman pulls back. She'll go quiet. No calls, no replies, no warning, just silence. And in that silence, most men break. They spiral into overthinking. Did I mess up? Is she losing interest? Was I not good enough? They start chasing, pleading, reacting from a place of fear and insecurity. And in doing so, they fail the one test they never saw coming. Because here's the truth. Her silence is not a punishment. It's a test. A test of who you really are when no one's clapping. A test of your emotional discipline. A test of whether you need constant reassurance to feel like a man. She's not watching what you say. She's watching what you do when nothing is being said. Will you stay grounded? Will you stay centered? Will you continue walking with purpose even when the attention is gone? This is where most men lose themselves. They collapse into the void of uncertainty instead of standing tall in the face of it. But a man who's done the inner work, he doesn't flinch. He doesn't chase validation. He doesn't panic. He breathes. He observes. And he remains unmoved. Because he knows that true strength isn't proven in comfort, it's revealed in silence. This is where your training begins. Not in the gym, not in success, not in how many women admire you, but in how you handle nothingness, how you show up when the world goes quiet, and how deeply you trust your own worth whether anyone else is watching or not. A Stoic man, a high-value man, doesn't fall into the storm. He stands in it, calm, rooted, unshaken, because he understands something deeper. Her silence does not define his value. Even his response does. He doesn't need closure to stay composed. He doesn't need attention to feel worthy. And he doesn't chase the noise. He embraces the stillness. Because here's the real game. You were never meant to control her behavior. You were meant to master your own. This is where emotional power is built, not in comfort, not in validation, but in the discipline of self. True strength isn't in what you say or how loud you are. It's in what you don't say. It's in what you don't react to. When you can remain centered while everything around you demands a reaction, that's when you become untouchable. Why her ignoring you might be a gift in disguise. It hurts, doesn't it? That distance, that cold shoulder. Why? Because as men, we crave validation, especially from the ones we're drawn to. But here's the twist. What if her silence is actually a blessing in disguise? Yes, a gift. A mirror showing you what still needs healing. A challenge urging you to level up. Most men collapse, but not you. You don't crumble under pressure, you forge yourself in it. Marcus Aurelius didn't beg, and neither should you. The Emperor of Rome didn't cry over opinions. He ruled through principle, not emotion. You must learn to do the same. You don't beg for attention. You build yourself. You don't question your worth, you define it. Because when a woman pulls away, it could mean many things. She's testing your reaction. She's dealing with her own demons. Or maybe, she's just not into you. And guess what? None of it changes your mission. True strength is found in how you respond. Let the weak panic. Let the untrained overreact. You remain still. You let go of what's outside your control, like the Stoics taught. You don't try to force her attention. You don't chase what's running. You rise in silence. Because reacting emotionally hands her all the power. And you don't give power away. You command it. Weaponize indifference. The power of reverse psychology. Let's talk strategy, not manipulation, but psychological clarity. Here's how most men behave when ignored. They double text. They send long messages. They try harder. Wrong move. She expects you to react. She anticipates that weakness. So, what happens when you do the opposite? You pull back even further. You act as if her absence is barely a blip on your radar. Now you flip the dynamic. She begins to wonder, why didn't he chase? Why isn't he affected? Is he already moving on? You just triggered curiosity, the most powerful emotional hook. You didn't play games. You just refuse to play her game. Revenge is for the weak-willed yourself. Instead, let's get one thing clear. This is not about getting her back. This is about getting yourself back. You want to know what really destroys regret? Success. Every time you hit the gym, sharpen your skills, invest in your mind. You're building an empire within. And when she finally looks back, she won't see the same man. She'll see the one that got away. But by then, you won't care, because you'll be too focused on your greatness to notice. Let her go. Find your freedom. Stop anchoring your value to fleeting attention. Her silence? That's her journey.